Welcome everybody who's new to this session. This is the advances in the use of common criteria, and our second presenter this morning is Jose Ruiz. CCCAB tool, making CAB's life easier, chapter 2, and I will let him present. Welcome.
Thank you. The revolution, we can call it. So last year it was virtual, so it was not as nice as today. This year in Spain, that is being a great conference. I hope that you are enjoying. My voice is enjoying the conference, so sorry about that. We are presenting today the progress of an European project that we are doing with CCCAB and OCSI in Italy. OCSI changed the name, so I don't know exactly how they are called now, but Tiziano, how are you? So we'll try to present our view, okay, of what we want to achieve, and to be honest, I think it's a really nice project. It will be open source. We would love that, at least in Europe, all the CABs will use the tool in the future. Now we are working with Spain and Italy. We have had very interesting discussion, having beers with Poland, for example. So please come to us. We have had a booth. We have tried to show the tool. We have some YouTube videos. So we are in the right moment to have feedback from you, okay? And we are open to try to make something that meets the needs of everyone, okay? So our view is that without automation, not just CC, Cybersecurity Certification world will not survive. Okay, if you follow the European legislation efforts with the Cyber Resilience Act, the Red Directive, I mean, we are very few people. I mean, we need more people. We need more people. We need something that does our work. And that's, I mean, still we will need engineers. It's not something that there will be no magic, but we need to. We need tools. If you have been an evaluator, most of you are using a Word template and so on. Engineers don't like that. We need tools, and that was our view for now 6-7 years ago. Okay. And we have tried to do our best, okay? So this, to be honest, the tool is for common criteria, but could be, in fact, used for everything, okay? So, Cybersecurity Act, at least in Europe, I think, changed our life, okay? At least change our future, because to be today change, it didn't change anything, but I think it changed the forecast of our future, okay? So, you know that potentially there are some changes, okay, with for example, we have never used CAB term before, it was certification body, and even potentially there will be more private schemes. So, Cybersecurity Act changed some things, at least in Europe, okay? We, our idea, okay, with the tool was to meet the CAB's need. That is in such a way, more the certification body, but the CAB needs. That's why it's called the tool CCCAB, okay? So CCCAB, as I mentioned, is an European funded project. It will be open source. So everyone will be able in the future to take it and update it or to do further developments. Okay, it will be open source. We have not defined the licensing model, but our idea is that whoever needs, and we are open to feedback. Okay, if whoever, we are not expert in open source licensing, models, but what we want is people to use it and to improve it, okay? So the idea is clear, okay? We have, all the CVs have difficulties in the resources, okay? So we want them to just focus on the technical aspect. We don't want them, they are very smart people, to be struggling with Word referencing, with and all this stuff, okay? So that's, let's say, the main idea. So we want to, that with the same amount of people, they can do a higher number of certificates. Anyway, we know you need more people. So don't encourage your manager to have more people, but what we want is that at least you can also feel engineers, okay, doing engineer working, okay. When we propose the proposal, that was the main idea. I mean, yes, our certification bodies need more people, but also if we can make them a little more efficient, okay, would be very nice, okay. Also, all the certification bodies do common criteria more or less in the same way, but not exactly in the same way. So it's a little maybe challenging what we want to obtain, but it's that all of you, and not just certification body, even labs, we're working more in a similar way. Okay, so later we'll see what we are trying to create, but we need alignment in the industry, okay? Also, you know, with, at least in Europe, with ENISA, creating a website that all the certificates will be hosted there. For CABs, if we can create a tool that for them, they can automatically interact with ENISA, it's a nice achievement. So this is also one of the goals of the project. Okay. So in general, allow people to focus on real validation of real technical validation of the evaluations. Okay. Our estimation, and we try to be reasonable, is that around 25% of the effort in the validation could be saved. Just handling all the administrative stuff during the certification project. The tool, we didn't reinvent the wheel. We have other tools for developers, for evaluators, and now for CABs. Is that it's quite easy to deploy. So it's not, you don't need, I mean, you will need to talk to your IT people, but it will not be a big challenge, okay? And that's the model that we follow. Potentially could be in internet or whatever, because the tool, we need to think that, yeah, it will be useful for high assurance, but also could be useful for substantial, even for basic level, okay? So I don't know. The industry is changing. Before, at least in Europe, we have been always working in disconnected environments with high assurance, but this is going to change. So it's a web-based tool, okay, but easy to deploy internally, okay? So just to give you an idea of what we are creating CCCAB, okay, for validation. We have our own tools, CCG and CCAB, and what we are creating is JSON interfaces between each tool to communicate. Okay, so for the CABs, our ambition is that labs, whatever they use our tool or not, they need to communicate using a JSON file with the CAB. Okay, allowing the CAB to create the certification report automatically. Does it mean that certifiers, you don't need to work? No, you need to work. I mean, you will need to amend the certification report, but let's say you will start with a nice draft, okay? Overall, I was evaluator during 7 years, so you will not need to struggle with or what they change the version, they change the TOE name, no, everything that minor details, minor but very important details in this industry will be handled automatically, okay? Talking about technologies, I'm not a technical guy, sorry, but we are using I would say, current state-of-the-art technologies. The only reason for that, if not, we are not able to hire people. If we use old technologies, people don't want to work in the project. So, in fact, in our previous tool, we were using, let's say, legacy technology, and we were not able to hire people. So, if you ask question about this, I'm not the guy, sorry. I don't know about web development, but these are the technology we are using. So this picture is very nice. I think the European Commission funded the project because of this picture. At least I like. We have the brain here. I think this is the key. They saw this and said, yeah, let's take it. Okay? So this is more or less the idea, that you have an interface to interact with all the stakeholders, okay? With developers, with ITSEF, with consultant, with whoever, okay? So also, I don't know if you know us a little, we have been involved in patch management with all the Cybersecurity Act, all these stuff are about vulnerability handling. That currently they have a panel there talking about how they should do it. We take into account that. Okay, so the idea is, yes, you are able to generate a document, a PDF, a Word document. Okay, you can interact with your stakeholders automatically. We take common criteria, okay, for sure, okay, but we include what we call a smart validation system. That, I mean, I don't know if it is smart or not, but at least it takes the information and generates something that is meaningful for you and saves your time. Okay? Does anyone understand this picture? It's more or less clear what we want to achieve. Okay? So, features. If you want to ask, you don't need to wait for the end, okay? You can ask whatever, okay? At the end, it's an environment in which your certifiers will be able to stay there. We hope that they don't need to change to, okay, but now I need to upload this, or I need to use this Word editor to whatever. No. They can work on that environment. In what we say, at least in our company, if people is working with Word documents, they don't feel engineers, okay? And we want our people to feel engineers because they are engineers, okay? So that's the idea of what we are trying to achieve. Also, we need, I mean, you are going to be 8 hours working almost every day in validation and so on. We need to do something that is friendly, that people wake up in the morning and they want to do this work. So it's also some of the things that we are trying to achieve, that people are comfortable and happy working in validation project, okay? So compared to other tools, now you will have a talk, we want a tool that people want to use and can understand how it is used, that they don't need to talk about, I need to compile. No, you don't need to compile, you just need to work. So that is very easy to use, that you don't, if you need to do any kind of modification, whatever, it's easy for you, and you don't have like technical issues, okay? These are the the parts that the modules of the tool. So we have the presentation engine, how it is presented to the user. We have all the access control and so on. We are cybersecurity people, so we know that we need to control who is accessing each information and so on. So you don't need to give rights to folder or whatever. No. It will be directly the tool, the one that is giving you all these possibilities. Okay, on how that you can assign certifier to a specific project and so on. Okay, also. I guess something that is painful to you receive a lot of evidence, you receive a lot of reports, so that all this stuff is handled automatically, okay? And the expert tips, I don't know if it is expert, I wrote them, so, but I did my best, okay, on how you should validate, how you should do the evaluation, okay? And also handling all the non-conformities, all the issues that you have with the lab. We need to be honest or clear. We are following the classical common criteria, how we have done things in the last 15 years. So I don't know, potentially now with other trends, with more interactive workshop, or let's say more dynamic stuff, some of these things will not be necessary, or yes. You don't know, but if you don't need it, don't use, and that's all. So, a smart validation system, okay, that allows you, mainly, I mean, for the CCCAB is mainly to create the certification report, okay, taking some information, taking some decisions depending on the type of TOE. You can have different templates. So for example, if it is a smart card project, you can use a template for certification report. You have another kind of project. So let's say you can customize, okay, it. The communication with ITSF, I think, is quite important. I guess it takes a lot of time to you to handle your ITSF, okay. Also manufacturers, okay. They don't know how to fill forms, so the tool parse the inputs from the manufacturer and check that they are in a good shape, okay. And what we love, Automagic, that is filling your report, okay. We are a little crazy, so we have created a specification of 93 pages, trying to model all the interaction you should have with the stakeholders, with ITSF, with manufacturer, because at least I think it would be nice if all the labs, all the manufacturers are, let's say, using a same schema to communicate. And this could allow other labs to create a tool, okay, that communicates directly to his certification body, okay. This is a very long document that no one review, so maybe it's good, maybe not, but we did our best, okay. Adaptation to the EUCC, this is pending, sorry. We have a nice discussion with ENISA this week, okay. So now we need to work, okay, to have this communication with ENISA, okay. Compliance system is there, okay, how you can handle vulnerabilities and so on. So how it works, I don't know. I don't know if I'm able to. It's a YouTube video, so it is in YouTube, but I don't. It's working, no? So just, it's a YouTube video. If you look CCCAB, JTSEC or something like that in Google, it appears. So, but this more or less the idea of the current version of the tool. It's not the current version because we uploaded the video 5 months ago, but now developers are very busy, so they didn't to catch the idea is nice, because at the end the idea is that you handle the full process, let's say more in the administrative way, okay? So that you can create, I don't know, you can upload all the TOEs, you can have all your certifiers in the tool, you can know which certifier is assigned to a project, you can see the pending task of each certifier, that maybe, okay, it's missing to sign this form, or it's missing to sign whatever, so that you don't need to rely in emails, because everything is handled internally in the tool. Okay, so you have notification, you have I don't know, whatever the manufacturer that you have, so that all this, the full certification process is handled in the tool. I guess you cannot see it well because I cannot see it well, but it is in YouTube. Okay, so if you can check it there directly. I will move. Okay. So we are here. We create first the specification. We create what we call validation framework. So it's a framework for certifiers to work. Unfortunately, it is not perfect yet. I hope that it will be perfect, but it's under testing. I would say even heavy testing. We are now with the smart validation system, taking the JSON file and creating a meaningful certification report. So here is where we are. We are also validating the current version of the tool. And to be honest, till yesterday even I didn't know that ENISA has finished the work. So now we need to work also with this part. The good point is that, for example, for the validation system, we have something similar for the evaluation. Okay, so that we take a JSON file from the developer and we are able to generate a first version of the evaluation report. So we have a tight schedule because we need to deliver in April to the Commission the tool, but we'll do our best to have the best tool that we can. We have a website of the tool. Okay. We need to decide where we will upload the code. Okay, I don't know if in the tool or we will create a GitHub or whatever. No, not a priority currently, but any progress will be there. Okay. Let's say we have more or less the explanation that we just give today about our idea of what we want to achieve. So we have a lot of work. That's the conclusion, I would say. We need to define the open source licensing model. I'm happy to hear ideas. It's the first time we are going to do something like that. So we have developed other tools, but for us, so whoever has any idea of what is better for the community, we will apply. Release the source code. Engineers are very picky. I mean, for them, the code is never good. So that's one of our main problems, but it will be released. I mean, we committed to the Commission, it will be there. Test the tool properly. Currently, we are with CCN in Spain. Now with OCSI in Italy, we will start testing it. I don't think that currently we can afford to have more people testing the tool now, okay? But in the future, for sure, okay? Develop the connection with the ENISA website. In fact, I wrote to the Commission 2 days ago saying we will not do it because ENISA has not a website. So now I need to send an email saying, no, we will do it. And making stakeholders aware of the tool. I mean, it's a tool for you. I mean, it's not, to be honest, it's not for us. So we need to engage people. We could do it better, but we are busy developing it. But we are open, quite open, okay, to talk to you and to explain to you what we want to achieve. And I would love that you use it, to be honest. So I will be here the full morning. I'm here for any question, any doubt that you have. Okay, so please take. It will not be an automatic process that you will press the button and the tool is working in your system. No, you will need some adaptation. You will need some time your people to get used to the environment. But I can say to you that in our lab, it's something that we have pushed a lot to people to use the tools and so on, and it works. And efficiency, that is what your managers want to hear, is there, but I think the most important is to make your employees happy, and that's our main goal. So, questions? Carsten, you can use in enterprise architect, yes.
You know where I'm heading at. So Carsten Kloos from Achelos. We are in particular in the business of supporting developers implementing CC evaluated components. So we have quite a lot of the SFR traceability ADV stuff in software engineering tools. So we like these type of systems because generating a set of Word documents that the lab then has difficulty digesting into their systems is a kind of pain in the butt. We like to shortcut that, so we are primarily interested also in looking into your specifications of the data exchange formats, because getting data out of software engineering tools, moving it then into the input that you can digest into evaluation tools, that would be really a help to shortcut and smooth out the data transition process. So when are you about to open source and release that?
But I think you are more interested in the JSON format we have between the generation and the evaluation.
Exactly, yeah.
It's not under this project, but send me an email.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know if the industry is interested. Yes, we have a JSON format between the generation and the evaluation. We needed to do because the communication between the tools was, I mean, we need to have a format, okay, to communicate. And the CCCAB, that is also, in this case, a national funded project by Red.es in Spain. And we have that communication. And also our customers, CCCAB is very, very nice for customers that is the first time that they come to Common Criteria. But for mature customers to change how they do everything is difficult. So we need to create this specification. So we never thought about releasing or open sourcing it, but yeah, we can share with you.
Thanks.
Do we have any other questions? I think time for the last question.
Are these integrated? Does your tool integrate with the published protection profiles and modules and et cetera?
CCCAB, being honest and frank, we created from how we do things in Europe. Okay, and it's more classical Common Criteria approach. We have been able to include the exact conformance, for example, for the application software, but being completely honest, each protection profile, NAIA protection profile, the CPP is written in a different way, so we cannot model everything. I mean, we would need a life to do it, so we give up. I mean, it's not our business, so it's working for classical Common Criteria, so if you follow old version of common criteria, it was perfectly for exact conformance. There are too many, particularities that is impossible to model. At least it's not our business, so we will not do it more.
Maybe the next release.
I don't think there is money for that, to be honest. It's too many particularities. So we started with network device. It was impossible for us, at least. All the technical decisions. So it's a different common criteria for us. So